somewhere.
Hey, man.
The Candice and Kris show.
Let's go.
Come on, come on.
Hey,
The Candice and Kris show.
Well, what? That it? Welcome to the show.
Happy Thursday, y'all. Welcome to the show. That's how we bring it in today.
It's always something.
It's always something in Afroland.
How you doing? You look good today.
Thank you. Likewise, I had to do what's the word? Energy reset. I have a, you know, I have a procedure coming up.
Right.
I made the mistake
You
last
want to
night.
talk about? Because you've been real quiet, so I ain't been messing with you.
I made the
Because
mistake.
yesterday he snapped at me.
Oh no, I never.
Yes, he did.
Y'all, I never snapped.
Yes, he did. And
Let-
I'm super sensitive, so
Oh.
I'll shut down.
I'm sorry, Candice. Let me. This is what was going on. I'm telling you, and I'm telling the world too. So I have to have a procedure on my vocal cords, and I made the mistake of looking up the possible complications,
Wow.
and it just sent me into a depression.
Kris.
And I had to. It was, you know, I don't even listen to gospel music.
That's
I was blasting
why.
gospel music all the way to work,
Okay.
crying in the car, like, Lord, don't take my instrument away.
That's why your energy
So,
been on zero.
I had to- I'm
okay,
trying to-
don't do that.
Yeah, it's
don't
been-
do that. You're gonna be
Yeah.
fine. Cause I'm gonna be right there yelling.
Well, I can't say nothing.
I'm gonna be right in the hospital with you, friend. I told you I was coming. So you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I just had
You're
to
gonna be
pull
fine.
myself out of there. We gonna be all right.
You be
Whatever
fine.
happens.
It's gonna be the doctor. So his doc, we have the same
doctor, vocal
and
voice
he's
doctor.
one of the best
Yeah,
vocal surgeons.
he's good.
He does this every day.
Yeah,
You're
he's-
gonna be fine.
It's just the thought of
Your
permanently
vocal.
losing my voice,
But
because
you're
it
not
can
going
happen.
No.
I was just like, Lord, no.
Y'all see what I mean now about when I said he go to the left?
So I had to pull myself. I had to listen to a couple gospel songs. I was in the car
No.
crying, like, Lord, just pull me through,
Kris.
Lord. But
Don't do that. You're gonna be fine.
we're gonna be happy. We're gonna be happy. Good day, y'all. It's a
You're
happy
gonna be
Thursday.
fine. You're gonna come out. You're gonna be like, what?
I'm gonna
You
come back
sing
singing
a-
the intro. That's the plan.
You're gonna sing a whole opera, and I'll be right there behind
Yes.
you. Woo.
Yes.
You're gonna be fine. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too.
I'm
man.
already going through the little withdrawals.
I'll be texting you. I can't talk. I won't be able to talk for 3 weeks, but I'll be able to text.
Oh, you gonna see my face. Me and your mom already had this conversation. I will be doing check-ins.
FaceTime check-ins.
Check-ins.
I'll be
Check-ins.
yes. So
Check-ins.
yeah. How
You'll
you
be
doing
fine.
though?
You'll be fine.
You'll be
I'm
fine.
good. You know, I got hair everywhere, but I
Why you got what?
feel like I hair in this eye.
Oh, from you,
know.
from Shucks. That's the name of her new.
Shucks.
Hair,
Shucks
Shucks.
turned into Beyonce before the show. I shouldn't have.
I like Shucks.
I feel like I should be a dancer. I was in
You
the
said
car.
that yesterday. No, Katie, she should.
I do. No, that's not a dig. That's
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah,
a dig
yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah, I know
That's
what
not
you're
what
saying.
that
Right.
means.
Right,
but you know, somebody TK, our director, she said it best. We were inside the lunchroom. She's like, you feel sexy. I said, yeah.
It makes you feel like you want to go
It's
outside.
like I should be a dance. Like I should know how
You
to
should just
do
be
all
able
of
to-
that, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
You know that little emoji that they got with the skinny lady, and she doing like
Oh yeah.
that's what it looks like.
You got to take on the persona of the hair.
Yeah, no.
Yes, it's-
That would be terrible if I did that for the show, because that's a whole nother
That's
person.
a whole different type of show.
It's a whole nother person. But we're so glad you tuned in. Ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do
Breakdown.
it. All right, let's go. So get ready for the breakdown. So, are we surprised? Attorney General of New York is now saying he has filed a judgment in Westchester County for the first indication that Donald Trump's properties are about to be seized. A lot of people thought that this wasn't real, that he was going to get away with not paying. They're not having it. Some of those closures, some of those.
It happens.
Some of those properties include his golf course. Now, we know his golf course is one of his biggest investments. His private Manhattan condo, well, not even a condo, penthouse.
Yeah.
And, you know, the judgment is not just against Trump. It's against Eric Trump and the Trump organization. So a lot of them have to come out of pocket. And now that this judgment is actually out there, they can go ahead and start implementing it. That means property liens, assets, moving foreclosures. taking other action. So Trump Tower and the penthouse is also up for grabs. He's going to lose a lot.
And it's funny
he doesn't have the cash.
It's funny you said a lot of people said he was going to get away with it. I'm a lot of people.
I
I was the main one. I was like, Trump, go get out of this. And he's starting to panic because he can't find an insurance company to underwrite the amount of the fee, which is $464 million. He was banking on the insurance company Chubb, which wrote the one that for the lawsuit against E. Jean Carroll.
But not that whole.
They wrote the 91, but they can't guarantee that they can write the $464.4 million. So if Trump is panicking, is real. But not only is he trying to raise money for this, he's also simultaneously trying to raise money for the campaign trail.
But this is where I think the fraud is going to come in.
Why you say that?
Because Trump is Trump. Somehow that campaign money, and I'm not putting this out there, may funnel it way
to his legal fees.
Into those fees. I wouldn't doubt that suspiciously someone puts up a GoFund or some kind of account to help him. There's a lot of people that support him, but I'm sorry, that's a lot of money.
That's a big price tag.
That's not $60,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of, and he's trying to appeal it to get a smaller amount somewhere around the area of $100 million.
It's not even. They're not even.
I don't even think they're not backing down. They're not backing down. No, sir.
We're coming after buildings, assets. You're about to lose it all. So how badly do you want to be president?
We actually may witness Trump taking accountability. I don't think we're
going to witness accountability. I think if anything, this is going to push him even more to run for president.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
He needs somewhere to live for the next 4 years.
And his people going to vote for him. You already know they're going to flock to the polls.
Look, they're already lined up.
We only in the first quarter. I'm already burnt out on Trump. Trump out, and we in the first quarter.
Y'all better put that man in the White House before he can be homeless. No, we got to move on. So there's a lot of wildfires that take place around the U.S., but one in particular that we never really thought of until it actually came up and the statistics are done. So that's grass. It's something that's around us every day. It's harmless. We step on it. We see it. Now, the thing is, when it comes to grass, it outs pretty quickly, okay? So that's the good part of it. If your grass catches on fire, it can be put out quickly. However, there's the other side of that where it spreads very quickly. And it's also the downfall for many homes being burnt, completely burnt up. The westmost part is the part of the country that's most at risk. Yeah. They say within the last 30 years, 2/3 of homes have actually burnt all the way down because of grass. We all know that this has a lot to do also with climate change. Yeah. Climate change is one thing, but this is flash fires. You know, people are careless. They throw out their cigarettes. Yep. They throw out, they have their campfires, and they never think, no one ever thinks about the grass. They just think about the trees.
Yeah. And so we talked about the wildfires. I didn't even realize that most of the wildfires are actually man-made. I always assume that a wildfire, which they can happen naturally, like from lightning strikes or volcanic eruption, but we humans are responsible for 90% of the wildfires. The one in Maui, that came from a power line that fell down. So grass is all around us, and it's one of the biggest fuels for these wildfires, and it's only gonna get worse.
Remember Smokey the Bear?
Yeah, I remember Smokey.
You can prevent wildfires.
Smokey was talking about the wildfires. I forgot about that. So I remember Smokey. I remember Smokey. Yeah.
I'm so glad I brought up a childhood.
I forgot about
I remember Smokey.
Yeah.
I remember Smokey. And now we know what Smokey was talking about.
It's real.
He had a whole campaign going.
Yeah.
But, don't throw cigarettes out. And I see it all the time. And I hate when it hits my car.
Oh, yeah, cigarette butts. I hate it, too.
Flick it straight out the window.
You don't think about that could cause a massive wildfire. Massive.
Speaking about massive fire.
Uh-oh.
Don Lemon, child, he just can't catch a break. But he was being a prima donna when it comes to actually working on X. He was fired. He didn't even barely get to start yet before he was fired. And now his ex-co-host, Kris is saying he's just being a prima donna. He thinks he's Angelina Jolie. He's asking for a lot. Let me tell you some of his demands before he got X'd out. So he told his ex-boss, okay, he told Elon he wanted $5 million up front, okay? Now, this is not his salary. This is just a sign-on bonus. Then he's getting $8 million salary a year. He wants equity stake in the company. editorial control over the social media site in exchange for doing X, and he wants the ability to do a podcast in space. And Elon Musk said, no.
I'm good.
No, bye, Felicia. Bye.
And I hate to see Kris and Cuomo not on the same. I mean, Kris and Don not on the same page, because the two of them together were TV gold. But I don't blame Kris Cuomo for coming out and speak, because Don is tweaking a little bit.
Oh, you think a little bit?
Don is tweaking a lot of bit.
Then he got a whole press tour going on.
And actually did an interview on CNN about getting fired from X. And I was like, that's crazy to go do an interview at your old job from getting fired at your new job.
That's like us getting fired and we come back and do an
interview.
Like, do y'all know this company fired me? And you got fired again? That doesn't make any sense. So he was actually recently on, he did a YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
He did a YouTube interview. Then he also did, you saw, like he said, CNN.
CNN,
And just some more. It's so stupid. Like, get over it, Don.
Yeah.
Move on.
I really wish they could patch it up and bring Don and Kris back to CNN, because it hasn't been. I was glued to CNN when the two of them during COVID. I was watching them every day.
No, I loved him doing the
New Year's Eve. I knew you said because Don be drunk. Don get wasted
Lemon
on the job.
Was gone. Gone. But I'm surprised at his demands, though, honestly speaking. For someone who's unemployed, you want to go to space?
And you was getting $8 million a year?
$8 million? And you needed $5 million up front?
Yeah.
Come on, Don.
Yeah.
We needed to see you back in the news, but and not in this way.
Not like this.
But don't worry. We got to take a short break. We'll be right back after this with so much more. Ooh, what's trending?
Yeah.
Your thing. Let's go.
Hey, man.
The Candice and Kris show.
Let's go.
Come on, come on.
Hey.
The Candice and Kris show.
Hey, man.
The Candice and Kris show.
Welcome back to the show. You were just in time for what's trending. So, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Mama D has released a diss track against her ex-daughter-in-law, Bambi. Take a look at the clip.
Guards, protect the kingdom. Thursday, I'm a queen on the throne. Big T, now you're on your own. Thursday, you broke bitch. Scrap you was just a glitch. Thursday, been new, use a group bitch. Sloppy, you premiere in a jacuzzi. Oh, I ain't lying about your age. Girl, you fooling that marriage was staged. Oh, I'm the pimp, you the moan after season. That's gotta go.
Now, Scrappy and Bambi had a highly publicized divorce last year, and now it looks like Mama D wants to get in on the action. Mama D always struck me as one of those moms who acts like she wants to be her son's girlfriend. Because everybody says Scrappy is the problem in all his relationships. No, I think Mama D is the problem in all this relationship. She fought with Erica, his first baby mama, and then she's fighting with Bambi. But to dish your daughter-in-law, that's the mother of your grandkids, Mama D. But the song is funny, I'm not gonna lie. The video was hilarious. And she's the Little Mermaid. Chef's kiss.
I don't even know. This is at her big age.
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
at this woman's big age, she's doing this.
She's serious. She's dead serious.
This is sad because how are you gonna move on and have a relationship now with your grandkids?
Yeah.
Somebody has to play the bigger person.
Yep.
This is so sad.
And I
This is
kind of
so
blame
sad.
Scrap too,
This
because
is
he
sad.
never really checks his mom. I think that's a problem.
I think he's afraid of her.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's afraid of her.
I saw a episode from this past season of Love and
Not
Hip Hop.
afraid like
Like-
beat afraid. I feel like he's just, you know how some boys don't want to see their mom cry or don't want to have them experience any hurt.
That's
I
valid,
feel
but I don't
like-
see her as the type of boy that's gonna break down crying because I saw her check her. I see her as the type that's gonna cuss everybody out
She
and want to
seems
fight.
very manipulative, so you never know.
But Scrappy actually broke down crying, talking about his childhood, because his mom, I think she was a pimp. I know she sold drugs, but I think she was a pimp
That's
too.
why
and
she said on the song, she the pimp, you
you the hoe.
hoe.
Yeah, but
She want to pimp out her dead daughter-in-law.
I will say this, it's not good to see this, but Mama D is entertaining. I'm sorry. She's
So bad.
entertaining.
It's so degenerate, though. This is why people laugh at black people. Because you got people like this running around that's vying for, like, she's the face of a
community.
black. Yes. Why?
I just feel bad for the grandkids. Like, how does she explain this to them when they get old enough to see this? Like, you dissed their mom and called her a thirsty ass.
What can Bambi actually say after? Like, I would file a restraining order.
No, she had. I was about to say, I think she, but no, she didn't file a restraining
No, she filed a lawsuit.
A lawsuit. That's what
But
it was.
after that,
Yeah.
first of all, you're threatening her. Like, if you really stop the laughing,
Yeah.
you literally threatened her life.
Threatened
like
her.
Bambi could go to court right now and say that she feels threatened. Like,
Yeah.
that's a threat.
Yeah.
As silly as it is.
But I'm waiting on Bambi to do a response. We're gonna see what she has to say. Scrappy hasn't said
She
anything
might
either.
not. I just need her to be the bigger person
Yeah.
in all this.
Yeah.
And just move on.
Yeah, we
just
shall
move
see.
on.
Speaking of moving on, Monica has basically asked Ray J to keep her name out of his mouth. This is after Ray J did an interview on The Breakfast Club where he spoke about a possible tour with Monica and Brandy. Monica and Brandy co-headlining the tour, even going as far as to say who can open for who. Well, Monica went on her live yesterday and basically said, Ray J, please keep my name out your mouth. She said, I've not received any contracts or calls about said tour at Ray J. I'm kindly asking you to stop speaking on me in public. A private conversation will be both necessary and respectful. Now, I will say this. Ray J is a marketing genius. Like, he knows how to market stuff. If they did do a tour together, that would be a lit tour. I want to see it happen, but he needs to do it the right way.
No disrespect to Monica, but it wasn't that serious.
You don't think so?
It wasn't that serious.
Yeah.
When he did the interview, he was speaking as if you and I speaking, oh, I would love to see it. So
Yeah.
Monica didn't have to get that defensive. We know that Brandy's a bigger star. It is what it is.
Whoop.
I mean,
It's facts.
it's facts.
But for Monica fans,
It's
those are like
facts.
fighting words.
But it's facts.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think she made it more than it needed to be by addressing Ray J in that way. If you really had a problem with, why couldn't you pick up a phone?
Yeah.
I don't think Ray J said anything wrong in the interview. He was just saying, hey, it'd be great to see them do a concert together. I would love to see them do a concert together.
What?
That's something
Monica
that
and Brandy?
That's two powerhouses.
What?
So I don't know. For her to come out and do it like that, she didn't have to do it because now there's really gonna be beef.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
there's
yeah.
really gonna be problem because you addressed him publicly on something that it wasn't really that serious.
And not to mention that Monica and Brandy have a long history of kind of not necessarily getting along so good. They did a versus together. I think it was year before last. It was one of the most watched versus battles. So I hope they do get this together because that would be the tour of the year if they could pull it off. We shall see though. But we got to keep it moving, you guys. So Michael Jackson's youngest song, Blanket, has now attempted to block Catherine from using Michael's estate money. Lord have mercy. So Blanket and Catherine teamed up to stop the executors of Michael's estate from going through with the business transaction, which is rumored to be them selling Michael Jackson's catalog for $600 million. The judge ruled this to be false. They can't go forward with it. Catherine decided to try to file an appeal, and then here comes Blanket saying that he does not want Catherine to have access to the funds to hire an attorney to file the appeal. Now, Blanket is the heir to the entire estate. So them Jackson kids, first of all, to take your grandma to court, Miss Jackson, she is 90 years old. Why are you gonna take your grandma to court and she trying to keep her son's catalog?
I just want to know where these kids come from. Who had them? Are they test tube babies?
They gotta be.
Blanket is the same little Blanket one that he was hanging out.
That's the one he was dangling over the
out of the hotel room.
Yes.
He need to be dangled again.
He do.
So okay, it's Blanket. Is there a comforter and a pillow? Where the rest of the kids?
But the Jackson kids always tripping. I remember a few years ago.
He don't look nothing like Mike. Where did Michael find these kids?
None of them.
Mama?
And I think people forget that Michael had all this surgery, but you can't pass genetics down from surgery. You go pass them original genes down.
He don't look like that.
He looked more like Eminem than Michael Jackson.
He wouldn't look like that. Michael's nose looked like this.
Y'all remember them Bell Pepper nose?
He was adorable.
Yeah,
I don't think he should try to stop his grandmother. His grandmother is right to fight for that catalog. It's worth $600 million.
And
why wouldn't you fight for it? You have more than enough, but you see, that's greed. Because the only reason that he doesn't want her to fight for it is because it's a part of his inheritance. So he don't want a dime of that touch. Nothing used.
Insane.
That's not fair.
But
Come on, Blanket, get a cover.
Yeah, but his kid's been out of pocket. I remember a few years ago where Janet had to slap Paris. Paris, his daughter. They got into it about something. So I don't know what's going on with the Jackson kids, but don't take Miss Jackson to court, please. Not at 90.
His chin look like it's never mind.
Stop. We not getting canceled today. All right, we got to keep it moving, guys. So Ray J, funny, we talking about him again. He went viral after addressing Princess Love's divorce announcement. Take a look.
Y'all been through a lot together.
I just think that sometimes you reach a peak and
you said this before.
Yeah, and I'm saying everyone is that next peak because sometimes when you break up, that one is where you're just like depressed about it and you like can't think about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And then the next one, it gets easier and then it starts to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess happiness is important. You know what I'm saying? But for me, if my kids are happy, then I don't care about happiness.
Y'all been through a lot.
So Ray J and Princess have been married since 2016. They filed for divorce 4 times. The first time he filed, the second 2 times she filed, and now he's filed. Well, she's filing this time as well. It sounds to me like Ray J don't want the family to break up. It sounds like he wants to stay together. But he did say something that I thought was interesting. He said he's willing to sacrifice his happiness for his kids' sake to have a 2-parent household. And then he said, if you're willing to die for your kids, and that sounds normal, why is it abnormal for someone to say they're willing to sacrifice being happy to keep the family together?
But that's not being happy.
No, he said he's willing to be unhappy to keep the
But that
you know
doesn't benefit kids ever.
Yeah.
People stay together thinking that it's better for the kids. It's the worst thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Because kids know, and you're showing them that's going to be their first impression of what love looks like. So you're just going to walk around the house. You're not going to be affectionate. You're not going to touch each other. You're not going to cuddle.
Yeah.
You don't want your kids to see that because that's what they're going to grow up and do. First of all, good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. It's supposedly she's dating.
British actor, yeah.
John Boyega.
Yeah.
Okay, and John look like a whole prince. So if she is, she's done.
Yeah.
She's ready to move on.
Yeah.
She's public about it. I think you can only say sorry, but so many times. Like he has hurt her over and over. Mind you, it's both of them. But a lot of it, Ray J, you have to take responsibility.
Yeah.
We've seen the show.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of men, they don't know what they have until it's gone. They don't know what they had until another man is looking at it.
Yes, sir.
You know, and it's unfortunate, but he's gonna be hurt because I really feel this time she's done. She's gotta live her life.
Yeah.
She's gotta live.
It's funny you read my mind and took the words right out of my mouth because I literally was gonna say, I think Ray J didn't realize he done effed up. Yeah. That's why he looked so stressed out in the interview. He looked like he ain't slept in 3 or 4 days, but she just got spotted with that actor.
and she's serious.
Yeah.
Ray J feels like I have money, I have this, I have that, I can keep her. At this point, no.
Yeah.
When you're done, when a woman's fed up,
That's true.
she's done.
Yeah.
We can give you a million chances, but when that hammer drops and we're like, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah.
There's no coming back.
And Ray J
There's
does
no coming
dumb stuff.
back.
Like the first time she filed for divorce, it was because he left her and the baby stranded in Las Vegas.
He
I'm
does-
like, bro, how do you leave your wife and your newborn baby at the time?
He doesn't wanna
stranded
grow
in
up.
Vegas.
He
You know
doesn't
he's
want
been
to
a,
grow up.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to grow up. He wants to play around. He wants to have fun. And
Yeah.
you can go have all the fun you want now,
Yeah.
Ray J. Go have fun with somebody else.
And now
'cause
he's sick.
Princess is dumb.
And Princess is fine. She still looks good.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know how he
Beautiful.
fumbled that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You know what my brother always says? If you eat enough chicken, one day you're going to want steak.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Ooh.
But on that note,
Okay.
we got to go. We'll see you tomorrow. Same
Same time, same place.